Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot Convention with Weekly Comic Roundup. We've got actually not that big of a haul current at the moment, and there's a possibility that this will be, well, our DC haul will be pretty much the only books we get this week. So let's get started. Kicking these off, we've got Green Lantern: Fractured Spectrum. This is a one-shot setting up the new Green Lantern crossover, and as well as the first arc of a Green Lantern spin-off book, Green Lantern Corps, which will be out next month. So I haven't read Green Lantern regularly in a while. Just didn't really have. It was always a book of Green Lantern series would always start basically at an inopportune moment for me, and so I figured flipping through the Fractured Spectrum one shot, may as well. This actually came out a couple weeks ago. I figured I'd wait until the next issue of Green Lantern, which continues the story, came out. So, anywho. So the issue opens at the Library of Forever. And Sorrow shows up, wanting the Book of Oa. Well, as well as the Eye of Krona, which is which one must read the book through in order to get all of the information on it. But and the librarian at the Library of Forever is is a bit nervous talking to him. Anyways, then parts unknown of space. Hal's on his lunch break and eating a sandwich. Before getting called to Oa, and he to help bring the central power battery back to Oa and install it on the planet. He also he reflects briefly on Kilowog's return. Apparently, Kilowog was believed to be dead, but Yellow Lantern battery on Korugar protected him, used him as his avatar. He's returned, but they are a little bit leery with it. Also, Hal mentions he got to Earth for a brief moment to see how Carol's doing in the League. And Hal jokingly tells John that he thinks he's out of a job. But the central battery is installed in the planet and powered up the planet pretty quick. Also, joining the Green Lantern Corps is Jadestone, the one of Amanda Waller's Amazos, who was who absorbed the Starheart from Alan Scott and had a change of heart about his mission, so to speak. However, it turns out that as he's relinquished the Starheart, he has to stay close to the central power battery in order to remain functional. And Jason also thinks that putting the battery on Oa is not the best idea. There are people, as it will likely be a target for attack. But Jadestone is says that he'll protect the battery at all costs. And he's apparently the Lantern Sentry. Then it seems that Jessica Cruz has become the the leader of the Corps. The Guardians are returned-ish, but not the same as they were. She talks about how there's a lot of work to do, but they're not without hope. And the other batteries: fear, rage, hope, compassion, love, greed. The central power batteries for those are no more, leaving the emotional spectrum in disarray. There are reports being gathered that creatures of every type are beginning to manifest the powers all over the galaxy, untrained and chaotic. And Jessica says that they have to find them, have to help them, show them what the Green Lantern Corps already knows: that emotion can be controlled, molded by sheer will. But her speech is interrupted by an explosion as Guy Gardner shows up, and he's in the midst of a fight with Sorrow. Sorrow manages to get what appears to be the Book of Oa from Guy Gardner. And he leaves. But John tells the other Earth Lanterns, as well as two of the Guardians, what's up. But and we get story time with Guy. Guy explains that he has this hobby. A long time ago, around the time the original Guardians, decided to rewrite the Book of Oa, Guy got an idea. I know, Guy have an idea, but that's a momentous occasion. But if the Guardians rewrote it once, who's to say they didn't do it before? But he got a little obsessive about the whole thing. He headed to the library forever, dug around their archives, found obscure alien writings, all sorts of stuff. But he could only get so far without the actual book. So he snuck into Tharos' chambers, grabbed the Book of Oa, replaced it with a feasible or a passable fake before anyone knew what happened. But you might have read the pages, which, as he stated, really nasty stuff. He didn't find anything. But then he found the book, The Eye of Krona. But Guy had read things, mostly conjecture, about a piece of glass made entirely of source material. When you look at the Book of Oa through it, you can see it wasn't just written one way, but 6 different ways, all different colors of the spectrum. Hal asks if the Guardians who are present with them, if they knew about it, but they simply say that they aren't the same as the ones before, so the knowledge was lost to them. Guy's not entirely buying it, but he figures he's got an idea of what it was that Sorrow was after. Building a central power battery. The Guardians say that if an abomination such as that gets a power battery, well, it's more than a problem. it could set up a chain reaction which would fracture the emotional spectrum and splinter the universe. And we discover that Sorrow apparently killed the librarian at the Library of Forever. And the issue ends with Hal, Guy, Kyle, John flying off to basically prevent Sorrow from getting what he needs to make a power battery. And well, like I said, that's where the issue ends. Good start for the story arc, but yeah. Moving on, however, to the second part in Green Lantern number 19. So, continuing on from Fractured Spectrum, the issue opens in Hub City. Carol Ferris, Star Sapphire, is helping the League take care of a sea monster, and very much admiring Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and the rest of the League, and how they work together, how they strategize. But the sea monster gets basically caught in a basically a net from Carol's ring, and Hal shows up and offers to help take care of it. And Batman thinks that it could be a problem, Hal and Carol, but Wonder Woman and Superman think it's sweet. Superman also asked if Batman is just annoyed to see Hal happy. On the watchtower, Hal tells Carol about what's going on, and she very much wants to, well, learn to be all she can be. Basically, be the hero that that Hal is. She needs to train. She needs to learn how to use her powers in ways she never knew. And they make some use of their time alone. On Oa at the armory, a mysterious woman manages to break into the armory, and she looks for she gets a sword. Seem a bangle for her hand, but then she's looking for a ring. Turns out the woman in question is Odyssey the Time Bandit, and Kyle comes upon her, and she has a Legion ring, which that's the ring she was looking for. But he basically has it offered for her. He explains that when the Source Lantern exploded, there was a 0.2 second power surge in the science cells. Impossible to predict, impossible to use to escape, but somehow Odyssey did it. When they cataloged who was missing from the empty cell, a locked file came up. And since the Guardians don't really have any say, they unlocked it. Quite a read. And Kyle offers Odyssey a second chance. Or, well, Kyle can just throw her. Kyle says they could call the other time traveler that she seems to be avoiding, who Kyle can't believe exists, and let her take care of things. So she obviously joined up, but she's recruiting allies and goes to Australia. The next ally that Kyle manages to get, Con-El, or otherwise known as Connor Kent, better known as Superboy. Apparently, both Superboy and Odyssey seem to be a bit smitten with one another. But Kyle, Connor, and Odyssey join Hal and Carol on the Watchtower. Carol kisses Hal goodbye, and Hal says, if Carol feels she's in trouble, don't think he can handle it alone, basically, don't hesitate to come help him. But the ship lifts off, on the Castle Desolate Stone. At the Castle Desolate Stone, Sorrow is being tortured by I don't know who. And but this mystery villain summons the Starbreaker Corps. But John is updating Hal with what's going on, and there's a excuse me. But he wants to basically take care of, get Sarah taken care of. So he leaves the ship and comes upon the site of a massacre. With Hal saying that he spent enough time with Barry to know that everyone killed there was beaten to death. Then apparently the assailants, and recently, the assailants claims that they deserved it. They deserved it all. That they made him so mad. He seems to be harnessing the red light of rage. And he attacks Hal as the issue ends. Interesting. Perhaps this is a successor to Atrocitus. I don't know what's become of Atrocitus in recent years, but honestly, don't really know what's happened to most of the non-Green Lanterns in recent years. You have to check Wikipedia. But anyways, that's going to do it for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Blue Sky, Instagram, Mastodon, Twitter, Patreon, and PayPal can be found in the description box down below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off saying, live long and rock hard.